Hello and welcome to Unwind Sessions, where right after my shift, I give the highlights of my workday and answer any questions that might have been asked at any of the previous sessions. My name is Juan. I am an English Spanish medical video remote interpreter with over 4 years of experience. Today is Thursday, May 13, 2021. Today I took a total of 25 sessions. Today was a pretty easy day. There were three very long sessions. One was a little bit over an hour, another one was around 45 minutes, and there was another one that was just a little bit shy of an hour. So that was almost like 3 hours of my shift that I just spent on those three sessions. That's why the call count was a little low, 25. And also, I took a mix between phone sessions and video sessions. Another thing that happened today, well, before I get into today's sessions, I know that yesterday there was no session, and the reason why I did not do a new session for yesterday was because I couldn't even finish my shift yesterday. So I went into work, and as soon as my shift started, I had a very bad stomach ache, and I had to go to the bathroom. Then a couple of hours later, I had another stomach ache, worse than the first one, so I had to go to the bathroom, and my stomach didn't stop hurting after that. And I tried to get through the day. I thought I could do it, but I couldn't. All of a sudden, my on the last session that I took, that I answered actually, my stomach felt so bad, so horrible that I actually had to transfer the session. I had to send it to another interpreter, and I had to run to the bathroom, and I just logged off, and I just rested for the rest of the day. But today I felt better, and I'm here, and I was able to work today, so that's always good, and I feel great now. So one of the things that happened today was that I got a compliment on my tie. A doctor said, "Oh, that's a real nice tie." So I said, "Oh, thank you." And today I am also going to talk about some new terms that I learned today. One term is vestibular system, which is sistema vestibular in Spanish. And I'm going to give you the definition from neuroscientificallychallenged.com. And it says the vestibular system is a sensory system that is responsible for providing our brain with information about motion, head position, and spatial orientation. It is also involved with motor functions that allow us to keep our balance, stabilize our head and body during movement, and maintain posture. So that was the new term today, vestibular system, sistema vestibular. There was another new word today, which is in English, neutropenia, in Spanish, neutropenia. And the definition from WebMD, it says that people with neutropenia have an unusually low number of cells called neutrophils. Neutrophils are cells in your immune system that attack bacteria and other organisms when they invade your body. And the last term that I learned today is orchidis, and in Spanish is orchitis, so it's pretty similar. Um, One thing that really had me struggle with this term was that it was the patient that mentioned it, but he did not say orchitis. He did not say orchitis. He said something else, something similar, but I don't remember what he used, but it was not that. And then I told the doctor, and the doctor said, "Oh, I have no idea what that is. Do you think it might be orchitis?" And then I asked the gentleman, and he said, "Yeah, yeah, that's it." And of course, it makes sense because the gentleman went in with testicular pain. And let me give you the definition from from mayoclinic.org. And it says that orchitis is an inflammation of one or both testicles. So the gentleman went in for that. He said the term wrong, but from that it sounded similar, and inflammation of the testicles. The doctor was able to figure out that it was orchitis, and I was able to learn a new word. All right, and the on Tuesday, I told you that one thing that trips me up on sessions that I don't like, sessions that I have to give bad news, like a person passed away, or a person is diagnosed with a very serious illness, and for some reason, whenever I have to um, just say goodbye to the patients or to the family members, I don't know why. My mind just gets it just goes blank, and I don't know what to say to the person. Like, I honestly don't know. So I told you guys that I was going to just think of some outros so that I could use for this sessions. That way I will be prepared, and if that ever happens, I will not go blank, and then I don't know what to say and have to make something up in the spot. Which this doesn't happen very often, but I don't like it when it happens because I mean I'm not ready for it, and I don't know why. I mean I honestly who personally I don't like to give bad news. I don't even like going to funerals or any of that, but who does, right? I don't know, somebody does, but not me. I try to be as far away from funerals as possible. I think in my life I've only been to two funerals. That was my uncle and my grandpa, who just recently passed away of you know what. And yeah, so I just don't like it. And just seeing the sad person there, and just feeling their sadness as well, of course, not with such magnitude, you know, but you also feel it. I mean, or I also feel it. I'm not that cold hearted. But anyways, just I always trip up at the end whenever I have to say goodbye to them. So I thought up of some responses that I could tell them whenever they're saying their goodbyes and their thank yous to me. So one way that I could close the session, if a family member has passed away and I am the bearer of bad news, then one thing that I could say, just simple, and I don't know why I don't think of it in the spot, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to think of it now because I've actually written that down and I have it in front of my computer. That is if a family member passed away, then the thing to say after they tell me thank you and goodbye would just be this simple. You're very welcome. I'm very sorry for your loss, and I wish you the best. Goodbye. Just simple, and you're sorry for the loss, and of course you wish them the best. And it's so simple. I don't know why I never thought about that one, and or why I never think about that one. I don't know. It's just that I don't know what to say at that moment. Another thing is if the patient has a serious illness, or yeah, and you have to say goodbye to the patient or goodbye to a family member. One way to close the session would be, very sorry this has happened to you, and I wish you the best. Of course, you're sorry because, I mean, I really hate it when I have to give this news, and I hope that that wouldn't happen to anyone, but it does. And of course, you wish them the best. And but for some reason, I don't know. It's just that like the nature of the calls, the seriousness, the sadness, just everything, and I just don't know what to say at the end. So those are my suggestions to close the call. Just sorry for your loss, and I wish you the best, or I'm sorry this has happened to you, and I wish you the best. I'm not really the best at this, but if anyone would like to add some more closing statements for this type of sessions, I will be very grateful. But anyways, that's all that I have for you guys today. But I don't want to end this on such a bad note. So I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story about a funeral. Believe it or not. So my son loves the coffin dance, the song, and I know why. I mean, I love it too. It's an awesome track, you know. But it just so happens that my wife's uncle died, and she had no one to leave the kids with. And I was working at that time, so I couldn't take care of the children, so she could go to the funeral. So she decided that she was going to take my children to the funeral, and she did. And she says that the first thing that happened as soon as they got to the funeral home, my child just looked around the room, and then with a puzzled look, he turned to her, and then she asked, and then he asked, "So where are the black guys?" And I, of course, my wife just turned. She said she turned red and she got all embarrassed, and she took my child out of the funeral home and actually went ahead and explained to him that that is not our tradition here in Mexico. That is actually a tradition in another country, and that he is most likely not going to ever see um, the coffin dance at a funeral. And I mean, I just thought that that was very funny and that was very hilarious. And I mean, that's just children for you, right? So, anyways, that's pretty much it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please leave your questions and comments, and I will answer some of them on the next session. Remember, I'll be here every Monday through Friday after work, and if I don't, I will let you know. Except for yesterday, because I have several sessions that I've actually done that are only published on Patreon. But if I ever happen to miss a day, I will let you know, and I will try to upload one of those sessions. So there's a session. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video and have not done so for more content. And don't forget to share. Happy interpreting. Goodbye.